You guys hear me? Testing, testing, testing.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's okay now.
Alright, how you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. How are you, Mr. American?
Mr. America, yeah, man. Working hard for that green card.
Whoa, you're back in the UK, right?
Yeah, I got back yesterday.
How is it when you go back?
What do you mean, how is it?
As in, you're waiting to get back, or
No. I,
you
I
go?
got back yesterday, like I'm in London.
Yeah, but when you compare it to like the weather and everything in the US,
Oh yeah, the US is so much better than London, man. Like, bro, I hate London.
really?
Yeah, I'm not a
Okay.
fan. How
Do
have
you
you been?
wanna
What have you
share
been
screen?
doing?
Do
Yeah,
you wanna share screen? Yeah.
yeah.
And I tried. I'm still in like 3 longs from earlier, from that move up,
What, from the
and
low?
just no, not from the low, from today's move up.
Oh, okay. What, before the news or after the news?
Before basically when it broke, when things started to break out.
Mm.
I'm still in link partially with the news, Ondo and Sui.
Yeah, you
They're with
longed
stop
on
that
though
entry.
before the
Yeah, man, and I
Robinhood
think
news.
the Robinhood news stopped it for a while. I thought I'm going to get stopped at entry because it basically pushed it a bit and then it started to bleed off. But for now it's recovering, so we'll see. I don't like Robinhood news. Uh, unless it's for TPing.
Yeah, that's fair.
The magical red line.
Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good to be honest. I mean, it was due to news, but like we wicked up and then we came back down and held 116. Like it really needs to push now to 120. So like I'm gonna wait for the daily close and see how the rest of the session goes. But ideally, I'm looking at shitloads.
Yeah, that's the very, very low of the old range.
Huh?
That is the value area low of the old range.
Wait, you kept cutting out. What'd you say? What value area low range? What?
Yeah, sorry, my microphone is going a little bit off today.
Yeah, it's alright.
Value area low of the old range.
Yeah, what
That
about
red
it?
line. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that red line.
That
That's
is, yeah.
the
It's like the 3 week composite value area low. But
I
yeah,
could
like
I,
I'll
I
just
could
play
see it
this.
go I could see it go even to 115.3 and make everybody doubt. It would look like a rejection, but on the 1 hour it would still be in the trend, in line with the trend.
Bro, my like I don't know why my cursor is so laggy when I'm streaming and I'm trading. We started doing it yesterday. I think I probably need to clean my PC. But yeah, I mean, if we start going like here, I don't know, it would look like a deviation into the range, like a head fake, and then you would short with stops above here, and then target like these two lows, just all of that.
I think on the 1 hour, every fingerprint fair value gap has filled on the way up. And now we have the last one, this one that created the move from 115 into 116.7. It's still unfilled.
Mm-hmm.
That would be like my like I wouldn't long anywhere, only there or then just or wait and see what happens around there. But yeah, who knows? You saw ETH flows aren't as big as the Bitcoin ones.
Yeah, but the ETH flows bottomed before the BTC flows bottomed. Like,
Mr. Ness, he says, I'm flat on leverage. Do you think it's worth opening long heading into the weekend? I wouldn't. I wouldn't really want to open leverage trades right here, like in this moment. You should wait a bit. You will probably find other trade calls later on or tomorrow. We're going into Friday. I wouldn't FOMO right here. I mean, some altcoins didn't even push a lot compared to ETH. Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. Yeah,
Yeah, okay. You're
I'm just looking
charting.
up. Yeah, like it's kind of hard. I don't think you should FOMO. Like, if you're gonna get long on ETH, I think you wait for maybe 3,720 here.
Yeah,
It really
yeah.
needs to hold that and then go, and then you stop
3720. Yeah.
something like that.
Monday high. Monday high is 3740. 1 hour
Yeah,
green support trend line is 3750. So if you really want to be aggressive, that would feel. I'm going to show you a setup, Mr. Ness, but I don't know if it's a little bit aggressive, but because you need to have like tight invalidation for it to make sense. But I'm going to post it in the chat. It would be something like this. Basically, you would like to bid from Monday high down into monthly open, which is 3700, and pray that you don't get stopped out. Something like this. Uh, but it's a little bit hard, to be honest. It's a little bit hard. Because normal invalidation should be under 3640, but then you have like a 2.5% stop loss. It's really hard here. Not gonna lie.
yeah. I mean, yeah, similar setups. 3668. Yeah.
Look at the last time when we were around here, and I remember exactly because I started feeling FOMO also. Uh, when we were above the value area high of the old range. Now we're right there again. And let me check what was the drop that came. 12% drop came on ETH. Basically, something like this. You're right there again. Now, people were saying, if you remember JD on Twitter, that the third attempt at 4K will break out because usually you have like the third attempt in a breakout scenario where it will push through. We're talking about on the daily or on the weekly. We had like I think on the daily this was the fourth attempt to push into 4K, and now it will be the fifth attempt compared to March 2024 on ETH on a big weekly range. So I wouldn't FOMO right here. I mean, at least a 1 hour pullback somewhere if you really want to be aggressive.
I have a weird
Not
feeling that's
gonna.
okay, we reject again. Like,
Yeah, I have.
I wouldn't try for here. I would sell 4K. I'm not gonna try
Yeah,
say this time it's different. Like the like I see us going to 4K whilst BTC only gets to 120K. Like, not even all-time high. Like, I can see ETH ripping. Like, I mean, ETH's up 4% today, whilst BTC is only up 1.4. So
yeah. The BTC move up today isn't anything major. I mean, we were stuck in like a 1% range for a while, and now it's up It's nothing major yet.
Mm.
ETH got, you saw that 50 million short liquidation on ETH earlier. So a lot of shorts getting squeezed, a lot of shorting, big
Oh, this
shorts
one
getting
here.
squeezed.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't start longing here, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Anything.
OI, funding rates high. Like, just wait for a small pullback. Like 3720, I think is a good area. Like fill back this single print, take out all this OI. If good reaction, then it will look much better.
Yeah, that would be it. So around 3720, or if you really wanna be aggressive, you go 3715 to 3690 and just spread bids around there and manage risk and hope to get 3720 average into 4K. That's a decent scalp. It should come fast. If that is the case, you should get it by the weekend or by tomorrow. If that is the case, for example, if this move up isn't done yet. And to be honest, I know the feeling. We all have that feeling when you're starting to get a little bit FOMO. This week, for the first time in a very long time, I got a bit angry and tilted because I missed two big ETH limits by a very small amount. And it really messed up my thing for the beginning of the week. So nothing else I can do, just wait.
Mm. I'm pretty tilted about like I talked about the breakout last night. Then it broke out at 4 a.m. and like put in like a 6-7% move. Like it
Oh
retested.
man, I closed in up for 1% yesterday and it went up 13. So
Mm.
I'm not as tilted about that because it looked like we were rejecting from Monday low on Bitcoin. So, but yeah, Fartcoin was pretty weak. I would have gotten stopped out yesterday if I would have held. Still, because I know a lot of people are trying to trade Fartcoin. Guys, it's
That's the
still in a
problem.
range. Look at it. I mean, I'm going. Farcoin is still in the range. This I don't know what is with this range, but we're having the 90 cent area and the 1.03 area, and this is basically still the range. And people get bullish right as we're approaching $1. So either try to get some spot bids in and build your position if you really think Farcoin will continue, or wait for above 1.03 because above 1.03 we have like a 1 week. We are in this range for 1 week. If you go back above 1.03, 1.05, it basically opens up to the big range into 1.5, 1.6. So nothing wrong waiting a bit.
Yeah. It's just so it's got too much mind share for a coin
Yeah,
that trades like shit. Like everyone tries
SPX
to.
also, but SPX is
Yeah.
better in a way. At least that gives good intraday. If you're looking at Farcoin, as you said, basically everybody's longing Farcoin whenever it starts moving because they think it will outperform. And then you see
Yeah.
these
Like
white spikes, and then it just goes back. It's
Like
not
it
not.
will short squeeze quite a lot because it got shorted pretty heavily, but right now, like it's too congested of a trade. I'd wait for people to either say Farcoin is it's over, it's dead, it's never gonna go up again. People lose interest in trading it, and then it probably pulls like a 10-20% candle that you're looking for. Like it was like people get quite obsessed with coins because it traded so well and gave them a lot of returns, like when it was the strongest coin. out of the lows in March, where it just did like a 4x, 5x, and then now everyone's just like in autopilot and use it as their beta alt long, but they're not paying attention to the PA, and it's clearly showing that momentum has died. Like it performed like this big SFP from the May highs in August or July, and before like everyone was waiting for this. It failed, and again another attempt at breaching 1.6. Like that's two big deviations. Quite toppy market structure. So yeah, I don't know why people are so obsessed with it. Like maybe you get some kind of low range forming here, people puke and chop themselves silly, stop trading it, and then you can get them move back up to like 1.3.
Yeah, SPX also similar, but at least SPX on the 1 hour is showing some kind of uptrend. It gives good bounces, and it drops way more than you would expect when it's starting to get people liquidated. But yeah, I don't look at Bonk. Bonk is basically it lost all its strength, all its what do you call it? Like the narrative with
Bonk fun.
yeah. And Pump is I'm not going to trade that ever, but Pump Fun was pushing a bit in the last 2 days.
Yeah, SPX. I don't really know what. Look. It's doing all right. It's trying to get like 30-day rolling view up was capping it, and now it's trying to flip it. So if it flips that, it will be all right. But you can see here, it was getting capped. Now it's trying to make an attempt at breach. So as long as it holds.
Mute says Pepe has shown some strength. Thought it would have dipped lower. News for Pepe, we have, I think, yeah, Aztecs longed today, and Bryce was long on it from last night on spot. So you have two setups. You can look at it if you're interested in Pepe. Bones asks, would you guys short here? Me personally, not, but you need to answer a question, JD.
Can you answer this, please? Oh shit! Think you missed this. Oh man. VWAP from all-time high at 117.3. I mean, personally, like 116, 117, I like. Oh, anchored VWAP. Oh yeah, anchored. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's what like 116, 117 is like your short level. But in my opinion, like this hammer candle was quite good reaction so far. And OI is quite very low. Like there's still a lot of OI that we can put back on. Like, yeah, we might tap it and then reject, but I think as long as we hold above 116, 117, it looks quite good. Like if you wanted to take a short there, I don't know where you would put your validation, like maybe the mid range, and then you'd probably target like it's a very small scalp. Do you get what I mean? Like you'd probably peel off at 116 because as long as it holds above 116, where the composite value area low is of the past 3 weeks, then it's still bullish, like as long as it holds that. Um, so yeah, I mean, I think we'll face difficulty into this 117 region, but as long as it holds above 116, you're fine. So like it's that region that you want to look through, and if you get like some kind of excess, some blow off, um, where you get a P shape profile on order flow if you're watching, then yeah, like a mousetrap set up, then I would take a short at anchored VWAP, but yeah, I don't know if that made sense. Okay. So I'm also trying to see, like, I would rather capture this like 3% move all the way and possibly to all-time high for a really small stop loss, like a 1% stop loss, than trying to short a 1% move back down.
Whoever asks for mix, I'm not MYX. I'm not trading that anymore. Muse, Mr. Muse, be careful, man. That chart is insane. That coin is a pure Binance cartel. It had like 800 million or 1 billion the other day volume with minus 2% funding.
Yeah, I completely missed that 10x from Mix in a span of a week.
Everybody did, man. I did also. I just wanted to see what is going on with that minus 2% funding. It did a 10x, then it dropped 60% and up 140% in like one day.
Wasn't DWF behind it or some shit? I saw people sending Andre's tweet regarding it.
Well, it looks like them. I mean,
You know, yeah, but basically we can still put in a lower high or not. Yeah, I think we can, but I'm just thinking contextually speaking, like it looks quite like it rejected twice with the value area low. I mean, even off your anchored view up that you're using, and now we've got a very good positive headline. We've now pushed back into range low. We're trying to reclaim it. Low time frame, we retested it earlier, 116. I think at this point you should just like kind of essentially you should just try, in my head, right, like the way I see it is you try and aim for all-time highs or back to 120k. You give the market one chance, having like that was the bottom at 112. We're back, whatever. If you get stopped out of this one long trade that you're going to attempt, then just forget about the market for the rest of the month. It's chop city, it's range, it's a 116 to 112 range. That's it. I think you can risk it basically for one setup, for a potential breakout that will be very hard to get on board if you don't get on board right around here. So that's why I'm leaning towards that side right now. Like if there wasn't that news flow that we got earlier, if we didn't get this very strong push up. Like I like when I was talking about it yesterday on stream, I didn't want like a big 4 hour candle like this, like with strong volume and momentum flowing in, and then a small pullback into 116 with again a very strong buyback. I wanted to push up an SFP of this candle here, aggressive seller stepping in, capping price, but no one did that today, so I don't want to step in front of it, essentially.
That was some good news overall with the 401k stuff.
Yeah, well, there's the other argument you can make about that news is that it's literally the biggest catalyst that crypto could ever get, and it's kind of the end game. And the flows and impact of the news will only will take like a year or two to happen, but the window of crypto being of us being early to crypto is completely gone, and it's not really an underlooked, underpriced industry. So if you think that you've got years and years in this space to profit off and make money off idiots, then you kind of don't, and you need to. If you're not putting in the work, you better start putting in the work now. Um, he did announce it a week or two ago, but it's now official that he will be signing it. So it's more like the confirmation that it's going to go through. So it's like we all knew the ETF was going to be approved, but then when it finally got accepted, then people can actually start putting on serious risk. You wouldn't take the 5-10%, like the 5% chance that it gets rejected right now. You have 100% probability that's going through. Yeah, that's why I said, Ricky, it will take like a year for it to go live and the impacts to be shown on the chart, but people will start pricing it in now. And then once it does go live, then it's just going to be that slow grind up that gold, like that gold underwent, where it just gains 5 to 10% every year, and just goes up only for decades on end, like that. So, yeah. So it's kind of the end game stage of crypto. You say that, but the advice is to put like 10%, and 401ks are what, like, I don't know what size the market is, but it's probably like $1 trillion market, or like $10 trillion. Like, imagine how much people have in their pension funds, and then if you say, oh, only allocate 10% of your 401ks to crypto, then that's $100 billion, or like $1 trillion worth of inflows coming into the space just passively.
Yeah, it's the thing is those 401ks are very very huge, huge amounts. So even a very small percentage will do something in the, let's say, the next 5 years, 10 years, whatever, if it goes through. The thing is that people need to have the option or the possibility to do that if they want. They don't have now, so even if they wanted to put a 10% or 5%, they can't. Now they will have options with real estate, with crypto, with, so it's good for overall for people that want to diversify their pension portfolio.
Yeah, and I think 10% is a low estimate, like especially for the people who don't actively manage the 401ks. Like, add out any of your parents or grandparents or whatever are actively looking at what their 401k is being put into, or whatever they let an asset manager like Vanguard or BlackRock or whatever to handle it, and whatever they advise they do. So if they start pushing, I don't know what's it? Is it 60-40 stocks portfolio bond split that they recommend? If they start saying do 40% stocks, 20% bonds, 20% crypto, like if they could, whatever, like they basically narrate, and if they want to say, oh, split your stocks up into stocks and crypto and equal value, if they want to say, whatever they decide is what people are going to do. No one really actively manages it unless you're like in the space or really care.
Also, as we have seen in the last year, even if overall Bitcoin is still trending on the daily, you have seen how altcoins perform, how maybe it's harder for people to trade compared to last year or 2 years ago, 3 years ago, or last cycle. So you will need to be more, to go more in depth with your trading system. You will, as we mimic TradFi, you will see that all of these, like, I'm just going too long, just top long something and going to make money no matter what. Those will probably disappear. We still can do that, but it will be harder and harder for people to actively day trade based on
Mm.
previous methodology, let's call it. Let's see what other coins are strong today.
By the way, Bitcoin's still struggling to get up above 30-day one. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, right here is your pivot point. As soon as it gets above, then it's go time and it's going back to 120. So that's what I'm saying. Like, don't worry about the anchored VWAP from all-time highs. Just you're going to keep finding new and new, more and more VWAPs for you to find resistances on. Just use a couple levels that make sense that have been capping uptrend for a while. So as soon as it gets above here, then yeah, it should go back to 120.
A lot of these Binance coins or coins that are on BNB ecosystem or Binance invested into them through the old Binance lab. Like Bio, for example, Bio is up 60% today. Mix is also BNB ecosystem coin. They're starting to push today, I don't know. So be careful with those. XRP partnerships are going wild, but at the same time, that $3 area, 3.05, is pretty much major resistance for now. Rejected so many times this last week.
Have you seen Mantle? What's been going on?
I don't understand it. What is going on there? Is
Basically, Bybit have fully backed it and are trying to push it. Essentially, like Ben Bybit has been shilling it and things.
but they were already backing it because it was the old Bybit coin, correct?
Yeah,
That
but
they created
now they're actually doing marketing and pushing it.
because that chain is created for years. When they rebranded I forgot what was the token. I forgot the old token name. And then they rebranded it and created a chain with Mantle. To be honest, I have used that chain for some kind of farming and transactions. It's a pretty fast and very, I mean, very, very low cost chain to use. But I don't know, man.
I mean, the Mantle team is giga rich. They've got $5 billion worth of ETH.
Yeah, they are developing. I mean, it's not like it's a ghost chain. They are consistently developing, but I don't know why it didn't catch people to use it more.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's the same shit with BNB where they've cornered a lot of the supply, so they can just basically run up price.
Yeah, it might possibly be. But I have used it for some DeFi stuff, some farming. It's pretty okay. I think transactions were free. Let me check for Bybit. Let me check. Are they still free now? If I want to Deposit. No, withdraw. But I don't know which other exchange use it besides Bybit.
Oh yeah, for sure. A lot of point. Any updates on Plasma? It's going to launch soon. Um, just there was the whole plasma farming thing, XPR, where you can use whatever you farmed with to buy tokens. I can't remember the exact date of launch, but it's launching in the next month, I believe. Let me just double check that for you.
Can you hear me, JD?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm back. Okay. How would Plasma? Did you get into the investment round?
Like the public sale?
Yeah.
No, I didn't actually get into it.
How will they? Like, what's the idea behind the token itself?
It's
How will they
basically
capitalize?
train for USDT.
Ah, okay. So basically, they will capitalize from fees
Essentially,
or what?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
basically providing infrastructure for people to use stablecoins on and transact. Just make USDT easy to send anywhere and everywhere.
Yeah. Okay. So basically,
Uh,
they need to create the network big enough for the fees to sustain and make everybody happy. Which is, I think, still Tron is the highest one used for
yeah,
USDT,
Tron
right?
is the highest. Yeah. The old fuck with Dex coins like the boss coin I'm not in, but curious of your opinion on throwing a moon back on a shitter. I wouldn't say I'm the best at trading Dex coins. I've been burnt a lot, but I threw some money at it when John posted about it yesterday at 7 mil cap. But I think it's like up 5x already. So yeah, I don't like I'm already up 5x, so I don't really know how to comment on it. It's always best to get in early. Um, but obviously that's speaking in hindsight. But the amount of I put in like 0.1% of my portfolios and gambles like that. Like I don't put in any considerable size. Like if it does the 5-10x, then happy days. If not, then the loss ain't going to affect me that much. That's my general rule of thumb. Like maximum throw in like 1 to 5% of your portfolio in those kind of shares.
Yeah,
Did you
I
get
missed the boss yesterday,
uh,
and the thing is, I haven't really traded on chain lately. I was like 50% or 60% on chaining in the last years, but since the meta changed, my mind cannot work with meme coins and stuff like that. So I'm not really trading as much on chain as I did in the past. But overall, as a general rule, if I'm not, as JD said, if you're not fast enough, meaning if you have something like, for example, something that's very memeable, like the Ibiza boss, or we had Peanut the squirrel. Like you have these ones that started off out of social media or TikTok or stuff like that. If I don't get around 5 to 10 million market cap, I'm not even chasing anymore. Unfortunately, that's usually from 5 to 10 million is where you're not late, you're not early, but you're not late. You can still get a 3-4x in a very fast amount of time. So you can take out your initials and some profit and then leave the rest to go or to zero or whatever.
Yeah. Essentially, yeah, always like it's really good to take our initials after a 2x and then you can just forget about it. And it's a complete risk-free bag.
Yeah, that is, and also, so for these memes that can be like they're very used and are memeable, they're not unknown. 5 to 10 million. If you get closer to 5 million market cap in, you can wait for 2, 3, 4x take out your initial because that jump from 5 million to 20 million, it's a 4x, but it will be very aggressive. Maybe in the same day, maybe in a few hours, maybe the next day. I don't know. Depends on the meme. With Peanut, the squirrel, we saw it very aggressive from 5 to 10, 20, 30 million. So usually that's why I'm looking from 5 to 10 million. And how much risk do I put? Basically the equivalent of 1 hour if a stop loss hits on a perp trade. Usually that. Now, if there's something that I have more conviction, I put in more, like the ones that are ecosystem plays or stuff like that. But usually for memes, I just do 1 hour. So if it goes to zero, I lose the equivalent of 1 hour from a normal
Nice.
perp trade. And
Stop that -1 hour.
yeah, so it goes to zero, I minus 1 hour. So let's say you're trading 10k position sizes, and usually you're going for, I don't know, 3% every stop loss or for it. So $300 is the minus 1 hour. So I just put in $300 on one of these memes. And if you get a 10 hour, it's a 10x, then good for you. For example. So that's how I personally calculate. In the past, when I had conviction, I could go in like 2, 3% of my portfolio in something, but the past was different. I wouldn't go as high on a meme. Like for example, a coin that I missed and I saw it being discussed, and it had something fundamentally backing it, and I ignored it on chain is Zora
Oh, that 10x
before
in
the
1
move
week
up.
again.
So before the move up, you had that consolidation on it be at around 5 cents, and then yeah, it did a 10x
Yeah, that was disgusting.
from the lows. Yeah, I'm looking at Binance. On Binance from the lows, it did.
I was listed on Bybit Spot ages ago.
Yeah. So you had time. That's why I was a little bit upset on myself because you had time. You had Bybit Spot. You had time. The project was developing and stuff like that. So that's on base, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. I could
KLR.
turn
So
tweets into coins. Like there was that. I used Zoro like literally a year ago, or like ages ago when what's his name? Oh, what's the guy who exposes people? Not exposes, but writes threads on
Zach,
people. Zach, yeah, Zach
Zach X.
XBT.
Yeah.
He made a coin on accident on Zoro called 243 million theft, and that was on Zoro. And people were buying it and saying, "Oh, Zach XBT has launched a coin. Let's send it to 100 mil."
Yeah, I remember that, and he did make money out of that, right? And
Yeah,
he put
he just flooded
liquidity
the
or
project. Yeah, he basically flooded the project. It's like, do not buy this coin. Scammers are trying to use this to um, profit off my name.
Yeah. So Zora, that Kita one that we talked about, that was also a big miss from my part. From my part.
Hmm.
So I don't. If I miss memes, I don't really care about. But when I miss like Kita from a good entry or Zora, that's when I a little bit I'm getting upset on myself. Look at this little Bitcoin movement here.
Hmm.
115.7 coming from Binance Spot mostly.
Straight into daily view up. Good retest.
Yeah, on 5 minute it really looks like it just filled some of that 1 hour single print. Let's see if it has continuation. Man, look at the long liquidations on this move. And it's a little move. And we had like a long liquidation spike also. People are going insane, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of OI. Still a lot left. Wipe it completely, so it might even pull back a bit lower. But it really has to hold, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm looking at this reaction here. Let's see. This might be a trigger for something or a confirmation that we need to chill down. ETH dipped into 3777, but nowhere close at 3720 or
You want to call it a stream though?
yes.
All right. Hope everyone enjoyed the stream. Hope you guys learned something and it was useful. As always, if you got any questions, feel free to tag me and Diet in the group. But essentially, I'm looking for this area to hold. I haven't actually entered this long position. I'll probably enter it off stream whilst I observe this flow a bit more. Looking to get long ETH as well at like 3740, 3720 as we discussed. It's like these are the only longs that I'll attempt for this month of August. If I get stopped out, then I will just sit in my corner and look for daily scalps, and that's about it. These are the only like swing trades that I would attempt. And I would assume the chop case is this range between 116 to 112 and buy spot at like 107 to 110 level. But yeah, I think that's my last stream of the week. I'll be on again next Monday. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, rest of your week. I don't know if you have anything else to add, Diet.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everybody. And take care. Don't oversize today. Don't risk a lot right here. And we shall see. ETH is getting a better reaction than Bitcoin, though, on this little move.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will wait. I will wait a bit with you. But overall, on low time frames, I think this should have been it. But let's see.
All right. We'll see you guys next week, same time as usual.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. Have a good
Thank you
night.
for tuning in. Bye bye.
Bye.